everybody. This is my 1992 Toyota MR2. If you're an OG of the channel, you know this car. I barely drive it, but that's gonna change. I got some upgrades for it, and also I'm going to be doing something cool on Saturday. This coming Saturday, I have a pretty cool opportunity. I'm going to be judging a car show, and I can't be slacking in the car department if I'm gonna be a judge. So, what I'm gonna do to my Toyota MR2 is I'm going to lower it very low for my standards for the first time. I don't wanna go too low, but I want it to look lower than it's ever been. And it's pretty functional right now. Like, I'm holding the camera like a dumbass on a stick. It's on the tripod, sorry guys. But it's pretty functional right now, but I gotta go lower than that. So there's a few other things that I would like to do besides slam the car on the ground. I have a pretty cool piece. Did I need it? No. It's kind of like a treat yourself type of piece. Right here we have our kooky taillights. I was so hyped to get these when I was younger. I won them in a raffle. Super cool. I tried painting this centerpiece before. It came out bad. This is wrap. If you look in here, you can kind of see it flaking off. Up here, it's flaking off. So I was like, you know what? Instead of wrapping it or painting it, I'm just gonna ball out on some silly stuff. What do we got here? I got a center panel to replace this center panel, but it's carbon fiber. I got a carbon fiber center panel just to flex a little bit. Also, I think it'll look sick. So, gotta put on that center panel. And there's a few other things that I got to kind of make this drivability a little bit nicer. The entire time I've owned this car, I wasn't able to pop the trunk with the trunk lever that is located inside the car. Right here, there is no cable. It's snapped off, so I took it out. We have a brand new trunk release cable, so rather than me having to get out of the car and use the key every single time, I could just pop the trunk, boom. Another goodie that I got, this is a 3S GTE lightweight crank pulley. Now, why would I buy this? Normally you buy a lightweight crank pulley for performance reasons. I did not. I bought it because my crank pulley is separated. See how there's two sections here? This one drives the accessories, and then this one just drives the AC, or vice versa. I can't remember which side goes where. But I had not had AC in this car since I did the engine swap. So if I could put AC back in this car, that would be sick. But because it's an MR2, it's kind of a bitch. Okay, so we're underneath the car right now. And if you guys see my crank pulley, see how there's only one slot of belt? It kind of sucks. So normally you just pull that belt off, use a puller, and then pop it off. But if you look right there, you can see my firewall. There's like the frame rail right there, so there's not enough room to even slide it off. So basically the engine has to be pulled down or dropped or whatever in order to replace that. So for now, that upgrade is going to wait. I was supposed to do a time lapse of me doing this, but it didn't record. So what I did on this side so far is I dropped the coil over a little bit. I also pulled it out from the knuckle, and that gives it a little less negative camber. Luckily, I have a camber adjustment up here, so I have to kick this in and yada, yada, yada. But we're trying to go a little bit lower with the wheel fitment. If you could see here, there's kind of a good gap. I lowered it down to where I'm like kind of comfortable, where I don't think it's gonna be too bad. It's like ever so slightly. When I drop it on the ground, we'll have to see what the fitment looks like. But the back, probably drop a ½ inch as well. And yeah, we'll be looking good. Basically, the goal is to get my car looking sick for this car show, bring it to the car show, judge the car show, take you along the way and see what exactly it entails judging a car show. There's gonna be trophies, there's different categories. My car would probably not win any trophies. It's a solid 20-footer. Trust me, it looks great on camera, but it's a solid 20-footer. That was lowering it enough. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. That's the lowest I've ever been, I think. That looks pretty dang good, dude. It's like classy. The back, do I want to go down on the back? The front's like, it's pretty dang close. I gotta go down on the back like just a smidgen. All right, I got the fitment kind of how I want it. It's pretty similar front and rear. I kicked the negative camber out of this. Oh my God, it is, hopefully a little self-clear. It's definitely gonna rub. I gotta take it for a drive later today, but it's pretty dang close, dude. These back ones are not rolled, but I'm actually pretty happy with how it looks. It's like not too low, but it's like pretty functional. I mean, for last minute, I think it looks pretty dang good. Fitment's not terrible. I don't think I'll get laughed at. So, I'm hyped. Pretty symmetrical all around, at least to my naked eye. So, if you guys see anything funky on camera, just shut the fuck up about it. How about that? Yeah, dude, this car looks so tough. Oh my God. I should have lowered this forever ago, but now I got a reason to, you know, for the car show, baby. Next on the agenda, I think I'm gonna tackle the center panel. I think it's just gonna look so sick, so I'm gonna start taking that apart. I don't know if the taillights have to come out. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've done this, so I will give it a go. All right, mission success. In case you guys were wondering where I got this from, if you're an MR2 person, I got this from MR2 Heaven. I had seen some reviews saying that the hardware and stuff didn't line up, or it didn't include hardware, but everything came with it and it seems to fit pretty good. The lenses and everything sit somewhat square, and yeah, let's see what it looks like on the car. Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. God dang, that looks pretty good, dude. Shit. Hot boy points. Leveling up here. We got carbon fiber. Pretty cool. Next on the docket. I haven't done an oil change in probably a year and a half, and I haven't driven it that much. But if you don't drive your cars, do an oil change every year. I probably put about 2,000 miles on this car. Maybe. Like, I don't drive this car very much. It's to like car shows, special events, when I'm trying to feel cool. So I'm gonna do an oil change on this car. I really wish I could put it on the fucking lift, dude. I can't because the side skirts are fiberglass and you can't take them off because they're bolted through the top here. So it's like, and I just don't have the attachments or anything. So gonna get on jack stands, crawl on under, drain it, get my filter on, and yeah, good to go. Thing on this car that annoys the fuck out of me so bad, dude. Like, ever since I swapped the engine, and in case you don't know this car, this has got a Caldina 3S GTE engine in it. It is a Japanese station wagon, basically the same engine that the MR2 turbos come with, but slightly newer. You know, this is a Gen 4, MR2s came with a Gen 2, and in Japan, a Gen 3. So, back to the show here. I put an alternator bracket on the car because I was having a charging system issue when I got the swap going. I wonder if we can see it. Can we see the alternator? Da, 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 da. All right, we see alternator here. Now, if you see that little bracket thing we got going on here, I bought a lightweight alternator bracket. I'm not sure why I bought the lightweight alternator bracket. I think it was just because it was such a pain in the ass to get the alternator in and out. And I was having a charging system issue, so it was constantly in and out, in and out, in and out. So I put this Racer X fabrication, or whatever the fuck it is, bracket on, and it sounds horrendous. Go ahead and try and replicate the sound just being parked. But basically, it's just a vibration. It's the most brutal vibration that you've ever heard. It's just like, bah! And people like hear it when I drive by. So I wonder if you can hear it now. I'm gonna just start the car, give it a little bit of a rev, and it's just like annoying, and it needs to go. So I think I found the factory alternator bracket. The whole car rattles, which I don't care about. But try and hear this. basically, when you rev the car, as it comes down, it goes, boom. It just like buzzes like crazy. You're cruising at like 2,000 RPM, which is like a pretty normal area to be just rolling. It buzzes like crazy. So I gotta go get the alternator bracket, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get to because it's underneath the car. If you ever want to get good at working on cars, buy a Toyota MR2 because they're such a bitch to work on. It's like you have to pick the car up from the back, and it's inconvenient. All right, we got some fresh oil in the MR2. Now, I have it in the air. I can show you my alternator bracket situation here. So basically, this fucking bracket here, ready? I'm gonna just like hit it, ready? You hear it buzzing? That gets real loud. So I'm going to, first things first, disconnect the battery, then take this ground thingy off that I made, and then take this whole bracket and alternator off. Hopefully I can get it out. Like, there's pretty close quarters between the axle, and I'm hoping I don't have to take the exhaust off or anything, and I can kind of snake it through here. The alternator itself can stay in this little pocket, which is cool, but when I had to do the charging system issues, getting this in and out was such a bitch. I remember that. So, all right, let me get this out, and hopefully I can find the factory bracket. After much wrestling, we got this thing out, and like, dude, this is what was rattling. It was just like this inside of here. I don't know if it's supposed to be designed like this or if I was just a dumbass when I installed it, but basically it's been in here for like 5 years and it's always just made this noise. All right, so I found this bracket, which I believe to be the alternator bracket. Looks pretty darn similar to this one. We got the same 3 bolts, bada bang, bada boom. Now the only thing I'm wondering is if I need hardware, which, shoot, I think I do. I think I need like some sort of slidey mechanism or something, or maybe it just bolts here and I'm just being a dumbass. Shoot. All right, well, I'm gonna have to get creative. All right, well, I couldn't find anything, so I'm just gonna make some, or make one. So I have this little piece that I just bent in my vise. It's pretty thick. It took some whacking to bend it. So basically, we're going to take this here, and I'm going to put it like this somehow, some way, and it's gonna go a hole there, and then a hole yar, and then get a bolt and a nut, and then. All right, this is what we ended up with. Does it look good? No. Is it gonna work? I hope so. Did I forget to turn the gas on? You bet your ass I did. All right, just sprayed it with some silver paint just because, I don't know, it's just made out of mild steel, so maybe it won't rust. All right, well, I guess let this sit outside for 5 minutes, and then, oh, there goes the paint. Let it dry for a second or two. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. This is kind of butt cheeks, I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably order a bracket, but for now, I think it'll work. Like in theory, bolt goes through that hole. We have that hole lined up with that hole. We have a bolt that goes through to the alternator. Yeah, dude, that shit custom with a K. Well, this kind of sucks, dude. So I put the bracket in. Look at the bolt hole. It doesn't line up. Like the hole isn't straight. So I'm gonna have to take it back out and figure that out. And I'll talk to you guys when I'm all done.
3 hours later.
Well, it's been like 3 hours of me being full-blown miserable. I'm not even gonna fucking move this anymore. Basically, you can see the hole here. Look at this one. It's too tall. That's why I can't get in the fucking car, dude. This bracket, I thought was the correct bracket. It bolts to the fucking block. But, like, the bolt holes don't line up in any way, shape, or form. My brain hurts really bad. That was terrible. It was 4 hours of bullshit just to put the fucking alternator bracket back in that was already in there. I forgot why it didn't work on these cars. Oh my god. Okay, well, I put the fucking bracket back in. 4 hours wasted. I'm just gonna leave it and deal with the rattle. It's fine. I am done. I'm good. Well, that was a giant waste of time, but at least lowering the car made it look cool. That makes it less terrible. I was worried about that rattle, but literally the entire car rattles so bad, dude. It's on poly engine mounts, so it's like pretty stiff. All right, that looks pretty good. Not bad, brother. Not bad. Got that motherfucking carbon fiber too. All right, last thing I gotta do. I'm not doing it today. I'm calling it a day. I gotta do car wash, vacuum the interior a little bit, spick and span, you know, vacuum her up a little bit, call it a friggin' day. I locked the keys in the fucking trunk.
So why didn't I flinch? Because the laws of science differ fundamentally from those of...
Forget how sick this car is, and then I wash it, and it's like, damn. Like, dude, look at that paint. I hope you guys can see it. Like, it's hard to see when it's dark, and it's also like not perfectly color matched unless it's in dead sunlight. If it's in dead sunlight, then this car is looking good, but it's not perfect. Good from afar, far from good, but it looks so good. All right, guys, I'm gonna give this a vacuum, and I'm gonna get the hell out of here, and I will see you tomorrow at the car show.
The next day.
Dude, come on. It's always something. My battery light is on. So I just got to the car show, and I crawled underneath the car, and I didn't put the fucking positive post on the alternator, dude. What am I thinking? No wonder the freaking alternator isn't working. The wire's just dangling, bro. What am I, stupid? I'm glad it didn't short out on the fucking alternator. Ah, shaboogies. Okay, we're back in action. It's fucking charging again. Oh, shoot. I have my iPad. I'm ready to get my judge on. People are starting to fill in. It's getting serious.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
It's been such a long time since I've been to a car show. It's just every walk of life is here. It's pretty sick. A lot of these builds are not my style at all, but I can appreciate where people put in hard work. Everybody's wiping their cars down. Even if it's not that modified, everybody's taking a lot of pride in what they own, which is really cool. Not everybody has the money to buy anything fancy or build something crazy, but what you got, you take pride in it. That's awesome to see. This is one of my dream cars, which is kind of crazy. I love 3000 GT VR4s. Like, oh my god, I've always wanted to get one and put a 4G63 in it from an Evo. I thought it would be hilarious, but just the aesthetic of these cars, so good, dude. I love it. Right here we have two Toyota Caldinas. This is the engine that is actually in my Toyota MR2. Got these here. It's a Gen 4 3S GTE. It's pretty cool to see it in its original car, and yeah, I've never actually seen one of these in person. You Gotta catch them all, baby. You know damn well that this thing moves out. Carbon fiber, Honda Civic hatch. Dude, carbon doors. This thing probably weighs nothing. Dude, bottle in the back. Hell yeah, dude. This thing, definitely race car. This is my style. I love this. I submitted all of my votes for the trophies, and in a little bit, we're gonna figure out who wins what. Jake's got a girlfriend.
Number 32, TK Boston, with his 2019 Infiniti Q50.
Well, the car show just ended, and I got T-tops. Let's see if I get wet. All in all, pretty good day. It was a cool experience, very stressful, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one.